The fact that we don't begin to see some positive news from with government officials by raising a minimum wage from 800 to 1,200, I think that's a good start. So some money December next year get for find and how you go get for be this year.
I want for believe for say pay one in December a lively pay one at school.
Well, I go agree with you because of the well body and long life. And with the hope for the better, but to be candid enough, it hard, it tough. Me not be a small boy now this city for the longest of time. I don't see how previous Christmas them in the day by this day they see people then they paint their house there, Christmas trees, then they light, and at the same time they hear Christmas carol. But this year it's a different scenario. But in all of this, we hope we'll go overcome the challenges. They are not insurmountable. We'll be able to curb it. Now, resilience, like how we politicians, then they say Sierra Leoneans are resilient people, and we believe in that. We believe, say, next December will be more merrier than this, because even the JC, the way Blunt come, most of them not come.
You don't think it's part of it because, anyways, we don't come for discuss December.
A lot.
So let's go straight into the discussions now. So let's start with the visa ban, the President Trump visa ban, and global visa ban. I mean, it affects lots and lots of countries. Them Salon, for example, gets a partial visa ban, and we see President Trump actually move Salon from that and give the country a full visa restriction. I mean, I will just go through some of the countries we included in these full visa restrictions with Salon, and that's like Somalia, South Sudan, Niger, Mali, Libya, Republic of Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Burkina Faso, Eritrea, Chad, Tanzania, Togo, and Zambia. And of course, Sierra Leone. President Trump is for Salon in case President Trump cites Sierra Leone said they overstayed visits in America, and President Trump also say Salon gets a history of denying deportees them. For example, in 2017, during the Anet Bakumale government, government actually refused to accept over 27 deportees them from America. President Trump decided that they, as should I say, FTI in the side of Sierra Leone. So again, it cites those reasons then we make a sort of move Salon to a full visa restriction. We can start with you, Ansumana. What do you make of what's in the happen with regards to the visa restriction? I mean, we've seen response from the government of Salon with regards to the said issue. I mean, they're saying that they are in constant contact with the U.S. authorities and partners in the U.S. with regards to the aim for reverse this visa ban. I mean, you think anything will be done?
We hope for see something positive for be done. For start with, this whole issue I get for deal with security. Security in the sense that the American government wants a safe environment for their citizens. They don't want no more let any kind of people move into their countries who will get for be a threat to the security in America. Security now the core of this whole issue, but we go get for look back again at the foreign policy way Donald Trump the pursue out there to the international community. One with this in policy of deportation. For every action there is justification. The justifiable reason we don't give out Nayana that we dey in the history of denying deportees. But this man still the pursue their agenda for ensure say the American save for the American people. The American resource, it benefits the American people. So anybody, in fact, this not so just people wey na illegal migrants than American who don't necessarily Trump the deports. For example, the lady we Sierra Leonean sister who they be deport now, come na Ghana. We look at the history, and we were some of we people that we study history or we didn't study government, then tell you how you could become a citizen, right? One, for example, if you don't stay in a particular place for over 10 years.
In the case of his Salon sister, she was there illegally. So,
well, by virtue of the number of years where they don't stay there, and by virtue of the things that we do accomplish, even the picking that we don't get, that not be enough reason for
according to US laws, she was there illegally. I mean, that's a very clear fact.
Yes, I know they deny that fact today, but me just they bring out ways on how somebody can become a citizen of any country. That our government, this now universal knowledge anywhere in the world, apart from the individual policies and laws. Okay. So again, if you come to we own justification, okay, yes, it is true that Anes by Kuma doing in government began for denying deportees them. But one, Sierra Leone not safe in terms of security. Most of we security system, they're not that reach to the level at which the American security system did. Then we just open we country to any kind of deportees who we don't know their background, we don't know their social character. Then we welcome them here. And let we note, say most of these deportees, some of them, these are people who are involved into hardcore criminal activities in America. So imagine a country with weak security system, you welcome people where you don't know their background. What thing that go tell on with security as a country? So that's not a reason. So in as much as Americans are securing the state, we also need for put measures in place. And one of the measures now for ensure say anybody where we they accept into we country, it be somebody where go can be of benefit to the country. So Donald Trump just this ban. It gets several effects on we as Sierra Leoneans, more especially to students. I remember there was this guy, I think Naina be the best graduating student from IPAM. And when he posts, now in Facebook post, he say he be done already apply for a scholarship and they be done grant and the scholarship. Waiting no more now, he be need now a visa from the American embassy. And this visa application now come at the time when they don't put forth the partial ban on Sierra Leone. And now they don't upgrade and now to full ban. So that means plenty students plenty students they wait for go to America and go study and come back and come contribute to the development of this country. They have been barred away from going to America.
That's because according to U.S. authorities, and say over 35% of students from Salon who go study in America, they overstay their welcome.
This not to just students no more. I think there is another recent development of government official where they go per workshop.
We didn't go on that U.S. Salon government and diaspora meeting.
Yes. Imagine the summit's not done, then I man escape. Up to date, they don't know where about. So this again
then Asmane, one would tell me say the action taken by Trump is justifiable.
Justifiable on their own parts because now security reason this every when you get your host, for example, you find out say people that they can you host. Yes, somebody we are accommodating, but over the years when people then can what you expected enough for do that they do them. What you go do next time? Go put more measures in place for ensure say anybody where they come now you also do what you supposed to do.
Okay, I come to Pewa. Pewa, you think President Trump's actions justifiable, given the fact that they don't cite some reasons them, for example, we get to do with overstays. It says Sierra Leone say overstay way above the average. I mean, compared to other countries around the world. He also says Salon gets a history of rejecting deportees them. What do you make of President Trump's action? You think it's justifiable?
You question now a double barrel question, but for respond to the question, I go say, let we not also forget on which mantra we Donald Trump be campaign. And then let we not also forget, say, there are people in America, the indigenous, they are making people themselves, not to the one that we go there for dual citizenship or through naturalization. Come what may, a huge number of them don't want immigrants. But let we not also forget, say, those immigrants are the middle manpower for the American economy. What am I saying? Most of them now then they into the menial jobs. You go to the restaurants, them you go now the labor, they are there. But Donald Trump come with this ideology, say America is for American people. How would they call them? MAGA movement, not so? So a campaign on that, and the people then leverage on that, and he win. When he win, two things we will not forget. Now the question, or on the question of Sierra Leone refusing the people that way then they deport from America. Then so we talk pan the dog, if we talk pan the bone. Why is America sending people to Sierra Leone as deportees? Now based on the fact say then get Sierra Leonean passports. The easiest way to identify a man in the diaspora or in your country who comes from the diaspora, not through in passports, not to in accent, not to in color, now in passport they speak say this man now from this country, he come on at this nationality. So again, the box stops with us as a people and as a government. If we issue with passport to non-Sierra Leoneans for economic reasons or for whatever reasons, corrupt means, then these are the ramifications we should contend with.
So,
I am coming. I am coming.
2017, where President Trump actually deports the first batch of people that we say are Sierra Leoneans. Then we get some among them. We get
how did they identify them?
Passports. We know to Sierra Leoneans.
How did they identify?
Up until now,
the question is, how did they identify those people as Sierra Leoneans? They did not identify them as Sierra Leoneans based on their colors. So or because then they talk Creole.
This means it has been a long-standing problem.
Oh yes, the man said.
I mean, up until today, those people. I mean, so President Trump, President Kourouma actually refused to accept the deportees. Then later, he actually agreed for take them back in. But up until now, there are two people from the Caribbean still living in Sierra Leone. They are not Sierra Leoneans.
You remember, there was a time they asked. I don't know if now one of the two people there, but then we asked somebody. Then Suicide St. John Day. You know it was Suicide St. John Day now.
Yeah, Melvin mentioned yesterday. Yeah. I said Melvin mentioned.
Oh, somebody mentioned. Oh, fine. I stand fine. I thought I was lying. But it is very important also, let we accept, say, now we first don't falter. If you give Sierra Leonean passports to a foreigner, way not to Salon man, then go identify an Ghana in a criminal activity. Who do you think they will, mention? Then we say na Sierra Leonean. So this is now just one side of the coin. And then also, let we not forget, say, because Donald Trump is poised in making sure that he not only cleans foreigners or illegal immigrants them from America, he also wants to say, in agenda, in commercial agenda, he push them forward. So that at the end of the day, he go there on a bargaining chip, wherein he say,
all right. So Pewa, great you mentioned commercial agenda. What do you think President Trump wants from Salon?
We have a lot to offer.
What do you think the Ingo wants?
First thing first.
Minerals.
Minerals, then they are. We get
President Trump interested in.
This could I am not 100% saying, but that could be one of the factors why he would intend having interest in Sierra Leone.
So better still, it's clear for sure, say, instead of the fact that it is overstayed, it is because of refusal for accept deportees, then President Trump wants Salon attention for negotiations with regards to minerals.
Again, you give a legal leg or a supporting leg to my argument. If we compatriots who are going there for studies purpose or medical purpose or to visit their family members, then visa they state exactly the period where them for in America. If upon expiration of them stay or before them stay they expire, then visa they expire, then come back, we're not going to find ourselves this, such a situation. But I go also want for challenge the American government through Donald Trump say, we brothers and sisters where they under. Now the security reasons are the one being put forward that America needs to be protected, America needs to be safe for the American people. But I not think say now all the Sierra Leoneans where they underway now illegal immigrants are involved in criminal activity. So if I were president, Trump, what I for don't do in the first instance, all they want the way them paper they're not correct or no, not they in tandem with the security system. But they don't find out say they are productive enough towards they are making the economy. They are paying their taxes, they are making, a good living out of that place there. What they for don't do, you dissect them from once the way you think say they are not living any productive life, they have been indulged in criminal activities, and at the same time you're able to separate them or segregate them, so that at the end of the day, the one the way you think say then they even though illegally but they are productive, you give them the second opportunity. Those you think are not in conformity with the security and the laws of America, you find an alternative.
President Trump don't even watch towards that. If President Trump
as a human rights activist,
President Trump
that should have been
agents,
as a human rights activist, that should have been the approach. But it is now seen that even the innocent are suffering for the one they were guilty. Well, for me as a civil rights activist, now an injustice, because everybody is going to America for a greener pasture. A lot of people are going there for a greener pasture.
And last week they gone away.
Sorry?
And last week they gone away.
For go there?
And last week they gone away, they overstay.
Yeah. I said the one that we go there for illegal whatnot, but they engage in some productive activity. Yes? If you say I go America for educational purpose, most of them want they go there for educational purpose. Now on government scholarship, in fact, now that make they always challenge the health sector. The health sector is being, most of the personnel then, or experts then at the health sector, internally, in terms of Sierra Leone, are being trained on government scholarship, on the taxpayers' monies. But when they come back for can work, when they see sick man, they say, pass you pay, before then they work on you. Which for me, an injustice also to the people. So again, those that are going to America for greener pasture, and they involve themselves in a productive activity, then they pay their taxes to the American government, therefore give them a second chance. Unlike those where they indulge themselves in a kind of a criminal activity where at the end of the day, then they pose security threats to the American people and by extension to the global whatnot, then one day they can give them, a ban or they send them back.
Okay, so that country,
provided if they are with American Sierra Leonean passport with them, where it shows say yes, these are Sierra Leonean people.
Okay.
But as it is, Chinese man, come what me, we cannot mortgage our sovereignty by accepting a Chinese as a Sierra Leonean because he has our passport, and therefore whatever sin he has committed or crime he has committed, they send a salon posse. Now they you do Sierra Leonean, state institutions.
Well, it so happens for say if you don't in America for over 5 years, you want to be American, won't you, Pewa? So let's take for example a Chinese don't come at a salon for over, for example, 10 years or 7 years. He apply, nothing say eligible for be a Sierra Leonean. The same way we say you want for be American if you go to America.
I am not against that. I am not against that.
So we not for be shocked.
Chinese man not go live in a salon of Freetown for 10 years. They ask him where is St. John. They point to the side.
No, what they say? Many times we Sierra Leoneans them see a foreigner gets a Sierra Leonean passport and go say, where's the problem? But according to Salon laws, the international laws, if you don't in other country for like how many years, you're eligible for be a citizen.
International protocols, international treaties, international convention on the rights of persons, or blah blah blah. These are all provided for. But what I am saying, if you give passports to Chinese man or somebody else of a different nationality by descent, where you just kind of by naturalization, you give them passports. You go commit crime other side, you should be in readiness to accept him or her because already they carry you citizenship.
So what you go and say about President Bio a move where President Bio be grant citizenship to a lot of people
not
in the
President
diaspora.
Bio no more. It is evident that this President Bio in government are the incumbent. But this has been, remember in his intro you say Sierra Leone has been known for his historical denial of deportees from America. And therefore, not to just be under this dispensation, it has been there under successive or past government. You go for the Apple have successive or past government. So what they say is this: past governments have been guilty of this, particular problem, because then they give people there with passports where they're not, they vet properly, and vetting is very key. When you want to give your passport to a kind of alien, so to speak, or a foreign nationality, you get to make sure say you vet them properly. You get to make sure say he able to talk the Creole or the Mende, the Timini, the Kono, the Fula, the Limba, the Yaluk, every other whatnot. If you don't understand yourself, but at least the 16 districts that for Sabide, these are all areas for
Pewa, make a come to
but if the person they just get
quickly,
passport no more because of money, it go cost me. You should be able to.
So it's a problem. And Sumana, you think say President Trump in deportation and sort of visa restriction scheme over the past nearly a year, almost a year now, and that's making we see the American economy the decline recently. Unemployment stay at its lowest since 2021. You don't think so now because of those reasons they make the American economy is actually declining recently?
Obviously, that could be one of the reasons, because as you very earlier we and Pewa mentioned, most of these people they are we American, the President Trump, the target now today. These now the manpower, and these now people the way that they use the effort for work now them factories and and at the end of the day they get what they get as an earning a far way lower than what they do.
And then they pay
so imagine now this kind of people we will not get now the economy where they put their hand over under the economy. They at the end of the day will not soon no wants them now the country again, and most of them they will go into hidings because they know how for let them be identified.
Sure.
And the moment where somebody, let's say for example, Usman they work now Epic Radio now, then President Bio say you know one of the people the way they target for deport. What he will do? It will take how many weeks? No, can work because probably somebody else could identify you as one of the people them. So eyes they go there on you. So most of these people are in hiding. And when they're in hiding, it will affect the work. It will affect the job.
Okay, so the big question now, what can Sierra Leone do apart from negotiations? You recommend this alone also retaliation, sanction against America?
Retaliation not go work in this particular retaliation not go work in this particular situation. Because the question is apart from the mineral way American companies that they benefit from NASA alone, waiting at the other two way that they benefit from Sierra Leone. But Sierra Leoneans get a lot.
Trade?
That is it. The companies where they can mine with minerals and also count the businesses.
Then trade.
So apart from that,
it's a two-way street. Apart from that, that's a big deal. It's a whole lot.
Yeah, that's one of the deals. But in the inverse, Salon gets a lot for benefit from America. Which American citizens, the way they see that they send us a Kangu na Sierra Leone University. Which an American and government official they can at Sierra Leone for medical checkup. So if you say Sierra Leone for retaliate, it means say one, it get for tell on the health system. It get for tell on the educational system. So not just on the trade aspect. So the very best means of resolving this matter now through diplomatic engagement. Nothing else, no retaliation.
I quite agree with Mr. Ansumana. we will not get, honestly, the brutal fact or truth is that it's like a way Papa and Pekin the feds. Then he tell the Pekin, say, you say, go, where the past slap the Pekin, the Pekin say, go slap her. Quite recently, we were having military intelligence sharing training where American people then can offer to the defense system, or to the military personnel then. We have been going to America for educational purposes, for health purposes, for research, for visit family members who are there. We did not get the opportunity for you see myself like you this opportunity for let you get the taste of America. That has been the norm since we began our bilateral relationship with America. But it is also important for note say Diplomacy cannot be overemphasized. And if we are going to engage America diplomatically, what we need for do? We need for identify the brains them, the individuals will get the intellect, not only the intellectual prowess, but the persuasive ability also for prevail on Donald Trump and in government. We have a lot of people that were mediators. I don't know how the bookman they call it interlocutors, where they actually make sure see whenever they can't talk to you at the table, they create fun force. It creates a scenario, an amusement scenario, where go make you yourself where they can't talk to, where they can't beg. They pacify you in terms of amusement, it make you laugh first. And we have a barrage of them in Sierra Leone. Not just the ones at the foreign affairs. Sometimes not just the intellectual aspect to for look at. Somebody within this country with me na a fan of him. When Dr. Alpha Khan is one of those individuals who has the intellectual persuasive ability, and at the same time when he in any gathering, when you don't create the amusement, you don't create the fun, you don't create the atmosphere of relaxation. Whenever you talk, you say if you not been in support of or you, not to your fan, you must clap. I think we can utilize those brains, we can exploit those minds, and actually making sure that they are at the forefront in terms of mediation when we want to talk to Donald Trump for let ease.
We mentioned talking there, Pewa. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Sumana have been saying that they are in talks with America since the partial visa ban actually came. I mean, they've been this sort of negotiation between the two parties. Then.
So, waiting I want to say just connect to that the engagement with America. Like Mr. Pewabi they say just now that they identify the brains that we go able for negotiate. But
it's the foreign affairs
not only the brains, not only the brains. Well, we not say they're not fit. We not say they're not fit.
But there are people who have you get the prowess. When they talk
just
to you,
safe to say in this current situation, Alpha Khan better than the foreign affairs minister.
Not one.
I mean, in this negotiation, you say.
No, I'm not saying that, but he can be a supporting force to the foreign affairs officials and we diplomatic or foreign mission within America.
You know, so they sit down and negotiating table, not to not to one person.
Not to one person.
If they look at the foreign affairs ministry, they look at government officials, and if they look at government officials, who they look at na SLPP members. And if you say they go negotiate on behalf of a country, not to just one side they go, not to just SLPP need for go. You need to get a blend. The opposition, civil society activists, they need for their part of that group day.
Okay.
Waiting I want for add to this now that not to just the engagement matter. Waiting also therefore consider now that waiting America wants in this situation and how best they capable for give waiting the American people they want.
Exactly.
All right, so let's move ahead now here on the Epic Morning Show. President Julius Maada Bio will chair an ECOWAS ordinary meeting will happen in the Nigerian capital Abuja. In that summit, we see President Bio announce say from the 1st of January next year, all ECOWAS member countries them go remove taxes for apply for air transport and reduce passenger and security charge by 25%. This now President Bio will be the against statement. We will bring you that statement from President Bio with regards to saying that from the 1st of January 2026, all ECOWAS member states them go remove all air transport tax them. We will reduce airports and reduce passenger and security charge by 25%. Of course, this decision from ECOWAS come against the backdrop of years of stunned regional economic growth. Regional growth with regards to West Africa and air transport sector, largely due to excessive tax them, the charges and some instances fees, where altogether they suppress the travel demand across West Africa. I mean, we've seen over the years declining number of West Africans traveling to other West African countries. For example, just do research on some flight tickets them at the end of the year. I mean, for flight on an Ethiopian Airlines flight by December the 25th, 26th, from here to Conakry in Guinea. I mean, it's over nearly $600, and for travel go Britain, for travel go in the UK, London, just $700. So the distance system very, very you see disparities in the distance system. I mean, Guinea are just over 500 kilometers from Freetown to Conakry, and for London, it's over 9,000 kilometers. So the distance is that's more than 10 times more the distance with regards to the travel disparities but almost the same price. So it's for say it's more expensive traveling within West Africa, within Africa, than actually saying you want for travel go outside of West Africa. So those issues make ECOWAS say they go reduce air transport tax by 25%. What do you make of Ampewa?
A welcoming news. It is better late than never, as Auna de Bukuman and they say. Of course, the spirit behind the formation of ECOWAS, I was told from elementary days, now for ease the movement of goods and services, for remove trade barrier, and then also the movement, the ease of movement by its citizens, meaning the West Africans from one country to the other. Unfortunately, over the past decades, like how you make and you intro, there has been challenges faced by West Africans moving, except for now, but even before now, you get for use your passport for go to one West African country, if not. And then we, as civil society, been on the call on successive governments, say, a too triangle for let somebody move from one West African country to the other, as compared to for move from one East African country to the other East African country.
But why West
I was fortunate.
What happened with West Africa? What's the problems there?
When are the challenge one day? One, the economic integration where them say them will boost, enough forthcoming. The one currency where they may say they will set, enough forthcoming. The linking of cities within the West African countries by land, enough forthcoming. Creation of trains and the railways, enough forthcoming. Seeking education from one country to the other, it was very minimal. Trade and services movement, it was very, very challenging. It is surrounded with huge difficulties.
I mean, so now we get visa-free access to all West African countries.
But if you work enough from here, I don't work from here to Liberia. I don't travel by road from here to Conakry. The encumbrances we face are very challenging. And for me, and for we listeners and viewers, it didn't have the textbook say, according to the protocol, once you don't identify you by any form, yourself by any form or means, say I am a Sierra Leonean, I am a Guinean, I am a Liberian, a Malian, a Ghanaian, a Nigerian, you are given a free access to the other country, unfettered access to the other country. But that has not been the case over the past decades. And that is where I want to thank the leadership of the APC in the Sierra Leone Parliament. Honorable Abdul Kago, he made mention of that in one of the sessions the way they may get now the ECOWAS Parliament. He said for common from Salon to other country, it's more expensive than for common Salon for going to some European country. And he don't make mention of England or Britain, if you like.
Just so small difference in the cost of the ticket.
You understand? As it is, I am not bragging. I have been fortunate to travel with KQ, Kenyan Airways. I have been fortunate to travel with Ethiopian Airlines. I have been fortunate to travel with Brussels. The charges when they now with airports, the waiting them charge me na me airports, na Salon airports. They not charge me that waiting service na Ghana, na Kenya, na I don't call the other, na Addis Ababa or even Europe. You understand? So what we are saying, like I said, it is better late than never. Now that the leadership of ECOWAS, they think out of the box, say, let them cut down by 25%. If I were part of the discussion, I would don't say let them eliminate her. In the sense that, yes, we want the most, revenue for development, blah, 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 but also for entrench the economic integration what they talk about, for enhanced the security, sharing or information intelligence what they talk about, for also ensure say indeed trade a move from one point to commerce is enhanced from one country to the other, transfer of skills from one country to the other. Important for let we
let's take President Bio in statement na ECOWAS.
Work of the ECOWAS Convergence Council has already brought renewed momentum, strengthening fiscal and monetary coordination and enhancing confidence in our path forward to a single currency target by 2027. A common currency remains a strategic priority for our region. When achieved, it will be a transformative tool, expanding trade, reducing transaction barriers, promoting macroeconomic stability, and strengthening the competitiveness of millions of enterprises across West Africa. It is essential that we continue deepening the ECOWAS trade liberalization scheme, ensuring that our markets function with the openness and efficiency required to unlock shared growth. Beginning 1 January 2026, our community will implement a landmark measure to reduce the cost of air travel across West Africa. Under this agreement, member states will abolish air transport taxes and reduce passenger and security charges by 25%. This is a bold affirmation of our collective resolve to ease the movement of our people, deepen regional trade, stimulate tourism, and strengthen the social and economic ties that define our community. For far too long, the high cost of air travel has discouraged movement, constrained the business, and kept families apart. By lowering these barriers, ECOWAS is demonstrating leadership that is practical, people-centered, and responsive to the realities of everyday life. This reform is emblematic of the ECOWAS we are building. An ECOWAS where integration is not an abstract idea, but a tangible experience for 400 million people who call this our region home.
All right, so now President Julius Padabio, chairman of ECOWAS, we will talk about ECOWAS abolishing air transport tax and reduce security and passenger tax by 30%. And Sumana, so what do you make of President Bio this latest move?
I just want to say this now a welcoming initiative. Now, thing we will be done to look forward to. I remember our last discussion, the question was whether President Bio be able to do anything, and I remember me responded that diplomatic efforts now a continuous process, and we don't see this. But waiting I want for say,
so in short, and Sumana, you want to say during the time of President Bio as chairman of ECOWAS,
it don't do well than waiting Tinubu do.
Even though we not see like we see strides in actually achieving Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger returning back to ECOWAS. At least we see air transport tax being reduced.
Yes, so that's
not a major
send
achievement.
A message say
a major achievement
in
of
this
President
less than a year we President Bio don't be as chairman of ECOWAS head of state. They don't do well than even President Tinubu na Nigeria.
But President Tinubu, even though not the chairman of ECOWAS, I mean, I foil the coup will happen at Benin. I mean, where the Beninese government tell and say, we need your help, we need your aid with regards to the current coup that happened. President Tinubu send Air Force aircraft to them at Benin. We foiled the coup. So even not chairman of ECOWAS, still doing something.
And under other leadership.
President Bureau leadership.
But so that they tell you say
he did not do it in silos.
So
he did it in consultation with other authorities.
So you was still President Bureau give President
Bureau obviously. So waiting now for
they may have had discussions behind the scene for him to do that. President Bureau might have may have spoken to him to facilitate that, because of course you cannot disassociate them from being the big boys in West Africa.
Yeah, and Sumana, go ahead.
Yes, even though this one I welcoming initiative, but I want to say we look forward to more. We look forward to a situation where you want for travel within the West African countries. Get any fear, say I get for go pay any tax, security tax and airport charges or whatsoever. $25. Reducing it from 25%, yes, it's fine, but we want for let the abolition completely. Let the abolition completely. I get an incident with a friend where this past convocation will happen. It be supposed for travel from Nigeria come Sierra Leone and for can be part of the convocation. And when he check, it be surprising to have, and when he find out, say, for travel commodities Nigeria, come Sierra Leone, a far way expensive than for travel from Nigeria go England. Because the ticket fees will tell me it's about $1,400 for Camnas alone. And then Air Sierra Leone, for example, where you get $800 or $1,000, they take you go England. So look at the difference.
Huge.
A very huge difference.
All right, so we not get much time in the show.
So a situation where they not go just reduce the tax, but they for cut time. We airport now, for example, we come the tax we get for pay $25. So imagine, and the thing is the thing about the charges now they airport then it only limited to ordinary citizens. Where government official want for travel, for example, or government official from Nigeria want for travel Naya, or if government invite anybody for Kanaya, they write security report say let them pull them that where they can they not for pay, but where ordinary Sierra Leone and they travel, and they use with airport, and they pay that security fees.
It's unfair.
Okay, so during the meeting, President B also be announced for say, there are plans on the way by ECOWAS for the single currency by 2027. We'll just take them and then we will discuss them.
Work of the ECOWAS Convergence Council has already brought renewed momentum, strengthening fiscal and monetary coordination and enhancing confidence in our path forward to a single currency target by 2027. A common currency remains a strategic priority for our region. When achieved, it will be a transformative tool, expanding trade, reducing transaction barriers, promoting macroeconomic stability, and strengthening the competitiveness of millions of enterprises across West Africa.
President Bio, this did now come from President Bio. Single currency, we've been hearing about single currency for the longest of time. Do you think we will achieve in 2027?
A lot of difficulties been there for implementing prior to now. Because remember, I'm not an economist, but remember there was a time, I think Senegal, they use CFA, CFA franc. And then also there's another, is it Ivory Coast? Burkina Faso also is using a currency that was having a backing from France. So the Francophone countries then, they be very reluctant for integrate into the system. I think the Francophone countries then are the largest, members of ECOWAS. So they may get that dominance. So all that have been stumbling block. But now that most of those countries in the form of Guinea, Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, then don't secede or they don't come up from ECOWAS, meaning they're not they listen to the how they call the colonial masters, the winner, the French people again. I think say we will get a clear pathway now for go, for the ecosystem. I want for express me, agreement say indeed. Waiting the president don't talk so, who also doubles as chairperson of the authorities of heads of state, na West Africa, Ogoebu achieve. Simply because this French dominance, when I be the barrier or stumbling block in actually actualizing this echo, who want for use as a currency, a unified currency for the West African states, I think so we will achieve them. But I think we don't make tremendous strides, because if you go to East Africa, they not even talk about that. Then get them shillings, then get them bar. I think Ethiopians are using bar. You go to Southern African countries, all they use independent, currencies. So I think I stand to be corrected, but I think say now we will be the first bloc within the continent forget a single currency.
Will it be achieved by 2027?
Like I said, I am very sanguine. I am very, very, very optimistic that we will be able to achieve it.
Okay, like Ansumana. Ansumana, for the longest of time, the same question again. For the longest of time, we've seen ECOWAS leaders them say, then go introduce one currency for West Africa, for boost trade in the region. It was set to be launched around 2019 or so. They say because of the COVID-19 pandemic, they not be launched because of the economic, issues in West Africa and the rest of the world. So now President Bio saying that there is a huge progress in the strides towards a single currency by 2027. Do you think it will be achieved?
It will not be achieved by 2027.
Why?
Achievable, but not in 2027. Reason being, I just be the look at the conditions where they be put in order for we member states them for reach, for let they qualify for use the single currency. And part of them criteria then are that each member state forgets a single digit inflation rate. Then also they forget a fiscal deficit of not more than 4%. And when you check among the member states that we don't reach this criteria, Ghana, Nigeria, now then they're very close.
With Sierra Leone 4% inflation. 4% inflation according to government records. 4%. Is it not right, Pewa?
So yes, according to
it's not at 4%.
Yes.
So we're doing better than Ghana and Nigeria.
Exactly.
Our economy is doing better according to the government.
Yes.
Better than Ghana and Nigeria.
Well, according to government and according to international reports, these are inconsistent reports. Government,
World Bank, which reports international
because even the World Bank back salon reports.
ECOFIN agency. ECOFIN agency. Now the report.
Okay.
Yes.
Which percentage are they stating?
Now, initially, I look at the condition where they be set first.
But according to international report, what is our current inflation rate?
Because we IMF and World Bank them back salon government records saying a 4% inflation rate. So we talk about conflicting reports.
Inconsistencies.
Inconsistency in the sense, me brother, Mr. Pewa. Let we remember say, Nigeria economy a far way they do better than Sierra Leone.
But as it stands,
Sierra Leone on paper is doing better than Nigeria.
On paper, that's what I'm saying.
And that is what because we are going with, not what is at Kutam.
Not just on waiting for the on paper. When you say the economy is at this particular level, it for be reflective.
Yes, I agree.
For be reflective on the lives of the people.
Yeah, I agree with you.
For be reflective.
But we are not talking about the formal aspect that one of the criteria or a criterion for you to be able to qualify as part of the single currency.
Yes.
Inflation rate should be a single digit.
Not so obviously.
Good.
So now, wait till they say. You get we say inflation rate is 4%, but yet the minimum wage is not even up to $50. Then when you check Nigeria, it is above $50. You check Ghana, it is above $50. Then you want for say this country where at least the minimum worker, somebody where they work, where the minimum wage where they get, it is above $50. You wanna let them make una all get the same currency so that the same value of the money where the value of the money in Nigeria, it could be the same value of the money in a salon. For example, this morning, I dey try for check almost 6,500 leones go be inside naira, and when I do my calculation, it was almost 450,000 naira. So in other words, when we transact into we own money, when I be million, then I just in thousand. So see the vast difference. Where they indicate say the Nigerian currency they perform well and more valuable to we own currency and Sierra Leone.
Like they say, Salon not qualify for the ECOWAS single currency.
We not reach that peak day for, and not to Salon no more.
But how you think say if ever it will be implemented, PEWA, how you think say go help West Africa?
Two things. The issue of dollarization we go minimize them, because if you want for go na Guinea or Liberia for do business, you don't need dollar. That go enhance the economy for be stable. Number two, it also means security. Movements of goods and services will be eased. How the security will be ensured. You know, let us not take we mind away. I quite agree with my brother on the fact that when you say I have achieved this benchmark in terms of economy, if it resonates with the cost of living or the standards of living of the people, if I go na Kutan Road Market or Congo Market or Dove Court for buy me ogiri, I for able get at a price where I no go feel am. If I go na Aberdeen for buy me fish or Funkia for buy me fish, I for able get the kind fish I want for buy where fits me pockets, and at the end of the day, when they call our utility, the satisfaction they get.
We're gonna market.
You don't understand.
It cost 10 leones.
So you understand. So I agree with them that what is on the paper is not resonating with the reality on the ground. Now, for answer your question as to what benefits the single currency will bring, one, I don't talk about the request or the, how do you call it, the where people then they go for the dollar, they go minimize. I don't need to forget dollar for go to Nigeria for go do business or Togo for go do business. Which me echo, and I hope and pray say then go come with digitalization into the, you know, the system as well. I don't need for boku money go to Nigeria for go do business. I can have my ATM where already don't synchronize them with the system. So I take my card and I go to any country within the sub-region and do my business.
All right,
and
before we go for a break, quickly, in just under a minute, I mean, where these leaders, like Russia, China, the BRICS leaders, by announcing they're going to introduce one currency, we see the United States, America opposed to they say America said they go impose over 100% tariff on all BRICS nations but we not see America criticize ECOWAS for this one currency. You think America also believe for say it is unachievable?
No, I think America not see we as a threat or contender.
All West African countries.
I know they see we so
in one.
But BRICS, South Africa, India, Russia, China, Brazil, all them one a day within the blocks. Am I correct? Right. It is here and say India, a giant. Not to talk of Russia and that of America, China. If all those ones comes together, now a big threat to even not just to America but to even Europe. So again, then go one for C say they not succeed, because if they succeed, believe you me, it could be a debilitating situation for America and by extension Europe. So we on block, it's not much of a threat to America. I don't think they pose any significant threat to America.
Right, so
they will not.
Go now for a very short break here on the Epic Morning. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. This is Abakar from Fomet.
Bakar, go ahead.
I really want to let we panelists understand. Let me take the thing from which cause. You know, say President Bio did last America say they interfere into the election, the ambassador. Number one, then number two, we be getting an MCC we tell you about the tripartite. Then number three, I want to let them consider the civil societies and all the other people that we know say then they talk. You know, one day explain give you where people wrong. For there we see unexpected the American ambassador, where we know, then just remove them, then can go, then even give no replacements. They don't want to explain you. And we need for understanding. Then he left there again, let them tell me about the drug they on. We in a salon, we long cause viral, we the whole side. They come to the single currency. The single currency, the only weak economy like saloon. Now they get for affect big time. But go analyze them. Every time they come. Thank you.
Comments on Facebook. Edwina John saying President Trump is not deporting white Europeans to Europe. Trump doesn't like black people. Period. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Good
morning. Now, Paconte, the call from Upgod.
Paconte, go ahead.
I dey tell you now, 2020, we now dey analyze wetin dey happen at the world. You see, this deportation or waiting and what them say, salon not for good nothing again na America. You see, the foreign affairs with the government, with or just like how una talk, I want to analyze them. We for country one. We go talk to the president, say, "Dear, we dey beg. This way when I don't stop we so it not go right. And with the people and the suffer, look some man, we don't buy a ticket for come enjoy Christmas. Some man don't withdraw the ticket. And when you withdraw your ticket, not so you full money. You see, all money Trump, that man he aid, I don't know how for call him. You see, go there with the big people in the sofa, and we are also get people and more. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thomas Yoma saying on Facebook, we must accept that there are pros and cons to President Trump's racist MAGA policy, so let us stop focusing on the cons. A key advantage to Trump's policies to make our country more habitable so that our compatriots will stop queuing to migrate out of the country. African duty bearers must strategize on a policy that makes Africa more attractive and respectable than she is currently. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Let me inside the call for you.
But it's not the Lion.
The Lion, go ahead.
You know, Pale Allah help me. You know, one thing, Salon, like me, I'm happy for Donald Trump and what he do. Because what he do, Salon, people don't take it as granted. Just look like America, they believe in democracy. Democracy, they work in Salon? No. The answer is no.
Why you say that?
Now. Yes, sir. Democracy they work as a lawyer because what you do, you ever everybody data away from the same way we vote to now. You ever give it the data? The answer is no. You ever see somebody demonstrate as a lawyer? The answer is no. Watch the kind way how we the issue we the people that will give some but like where it come look over the like Lebanese we try way ABC. One Nigerian man he asked me one time, he want go for good in he want go for good like in car. Now,
thank you.
Where he tell me say na Lebanese man he said, wait, some people look we like this the passports. Now that they now foreigner they. Now foreigner they outside. So that man he happy for them. So people are gonna say yes. What in the man they do? He ready for them.
079-994-993. Call inside the show today with a review the biggest international stories of the week. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Name inside the call from.
Mr. Concern City.
Okay, go ahead.
This Lego Paul, because we were at the talk so now the thing that they reflect from the citizen. Who get you elders that we see them day before they don't pot the well. They cook beef today, they cook fall tomorrow. They say they reflect to everybody, right? Look the discussion where the panelists. Let God bless now that man not serving him. You go compare we in Nigeria, you go compare we in Ghana. What did it reflect to the least man? We now if you eat chicken no more for beef. One of the big one they did before. He said they reflect to the man within the slum. When I left this one the pan.
All right, concern citizen.
Seriously.
079-994-993. Call inside the show today with a review the biggest international stories. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Name and side you call from.
125, calling for 125.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, basically, I follow all my conversation around this whole issue. And yesterday was epic at epic. But waiting one for very attention to. See, we not ordinary players as it stands right now. With the chair ECOWAS, I will get to stick at the Security Council. Don't you think all of those are areas where, like, United States interested in me, because to some extent maybe they would like to use me, to their own favor, since we play key roles in them 2 areas again. Don't you think it's another factor that is responsible for this predicament? It's just a question.
All right. 079-994-993. Call inside the program today with a review the biggest international stories. President Bio saying that hopefully ECOWAS will soon start rolling out the ECOWAS single currency by 2027. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Name inside the call from.
Yeah, my name is Emmanuel. I call from Bawi Street, Bookface.
Emmanuel, go ahead.
One thing I want to say, now one of the best decisions this way Donald Trump ever make for me, for Sierra Leone. This is a very big benefit for Sierra Leone.
How?
Who don't know it. I will explain. Now, waiting for Ndosi, Sierra Leone has been invaded by China. And China, they destroyed the economy by corrupting the politicians. All the one that work at Chinese company in this country are not benefit. Look, national stadium, then they work at national stadium, they come and come with it. They need to pay you according to, they need to pay you by law, labor law, the workers side with Chinese companies there. They're not better. All man they can daily wage they give you by how you work for the day. If an American companies can as alone can begin invest in also. Anybody working American company the benefits. Nobody never do say working American company, European company will not benefit. But all the working Chinese company look Shandong. When the African mining and London mining and be better. But we come to Shandong, to Kingo, all to lucky. All to don't well. Now America are the biggest donor of the world. Anything happen in any African country, America they want to. Not to China they go to.
All right. Thank you.
Do you see? So now America, with America, they have 50-50 share in the Trump wants. Let the president go and go pledging allegiance to America rather than China. APC pledge to China. I think you can pledge to China. So that's not it on the country. Economy just go down every day.
All right. You get more for talk, but you're not get better top up. Dial star 500 ash and stand a chance for win brand new motorbike, keke, and solar lights them. Don't forget to the code now star 500 ash. This message come out from Orange and Orange Morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
You want to say you call from?
You did talk, now the studio, some fine talk. But I think, say, the people that will be the call, they not understand what that gentleman within that studio will be the talk. Nigeria economy far way bigger than Sierra Leone economy. Then it's easy for anybody we go school or we understand for know that. Likewise, Ghana economy, why the big than Sierra Leone economy. But hello.
Yes, go ahead.
But waiting the man has to do be the try for talk. The threshold where Ghana and Nigeria not reach. That's not mean to say they not get big economy. They get big economy when are two different things, Andy. You get big economy, but then say you for reach certain threshold, you're not able to reach the. That's not mean to say Saloon economy to pass Ghana or in Nigeria economy. No.
Okay.
But they're not rich. That's not the point.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
So, say for example, in Europe, they are using the euro, one currency for most European nations. Them, you cannot compare the economy of France, cannot compare the economy of Germany to that of Lithuania, for example. So, this perhaps it will actually work in West Africa as well. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Let me know where you call from.
My name is Supari Fobe. I call from.
All right, go ahead.
So we don't come to the visual armies, but this flight business and business. We look at flights and Salomo idea. I make even this with this way that this. And Salomo gets affected. Check no the other one going to give me because me if you had to go China and I didn't have to go late. And everybody know. And the people already gonna give me for day but occupy challenge fan. They think you can cause that the price Salon price always is here. So now the reason, so thank you.
079. Thank you so much. 079994993. Call inside the show. 2 more calls and wrap up the program. The first segment of the Epic Morning Show. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Hello?
All right, apologies there. 079994993. Call inside the show today with a review the biggest international stories. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, me now, Mohammed contact the call from Poti.
All right, go ahead, Mohammed.
Okay. I hope we all remember that was what happened. Free and fair election. Out of free. So we don't get any election in Africa. So we own election because so many problems. And when they will ask President America say, and they understand say salon election don't get problem. Now they talk say it says salon election get problem, but American government interfere for salon election. You don't believe say down there in India and we like now and salon. And America where they stretch country, don't expect a country, they expect to normal. And the stretch country that is diplomatical way, the way how the president they talk. Believe me that India and right now, if the salon get free and fair election, all the entire way they happen so in a salon. With America, I know for happen. But because of not the free and fair election, then the stretch we are with the citizens there, right and I will so far. Thank you so much.
One last call and wrap up the first segment. 079994993. Call inside the show with a review the biggest international stories. Hello, good morning.
Usman, good morning. I'm named Mola. I call from Tree Planting.
All right, Mola, go ahead.
First of all, I think Donald Trump they do a very good job because they do exactly what people are voting for. That's now one. Then I just give you this analogy. If you get 2 parents there, they work. One, they take care of your home. They provide food, electricity, and comfort for your family. Why she get the other one? When you go work, when they pay, now for go na rumba. End of the day, even food no day. If you get the go na one, also they take care of for go watch film, for go naked day. Then the remember, say come on, I ask you do so. Go na use now. Then Papa come. Even say I go big for let me take me to go eat today. Now Alex alone. If you not do things right for yourself, we will give me respect and dignity. Now so always and good there with any side. So just start America. I don't say therefore go all the way to Europe. So let me do that and do what's right. And the money where they come on send from the diaspora is pittance. Compared to money they would lost through what we do for resources. I'm not saying any advantage for make. Now we need that for all this. We let them make it better for we with the diaspora. So we get there by home for stay.
Okay, thank you. So I just want to make them very clear. The views of the listeners, views of the callers, they not reflect the views of Epic Radio. And to the last caller, for example, it's very clear. I mean, if you don't get the opportunity for travel internationally, go abroad, you know, for me, if I wish for make we get a global ban on Sierra Leone. I mean, you say they for extend the ban not only America but for European nations then too. I think it's very, very sad coming from a Sierra Leonean with regards to the said issue. I mean, that surely will affect Salon in lots and lots of ways with regards to the trade, the remittances where people within the diaspora they send for them people in a Salon. I mean, this total ban, the full restrictions get a lot for affect lots of people where they depend on them people within America for send for them remittances. I mean, this year we don't even see as much JCs them come to the country. Waiting we can see every year. So wishing for make Salon gets a total ban, full ban from other international countries, them I think it's very, very sad from a Sierra Leonean. So we need for change. Some of we need for change this mindset. I mean, for discuss such about governments. I mean, hoping for governments to fail is very, very bad. Make I begin with you, Pewa. Respond to the callers.
Make I tell them thank you for them invaluable contribution within they always make sure say this program become a success. I'm not there for comment on the tripartites, because as far as me know, the tripartites, they don't set a secretariat we involve civil society, the media, and that of the international community, together with government and the opposition. Now, we've been the advocates say it will be broad-based, so that at the end of the day, each and every other person in voice heard. So I don't think say the comment on for saying one of the factors or reasons as to why they ban we for going to America. But what I go also impress in the minds of we listeners and the callers, now the fact say America as it is, a poised, even Mexicans them. In fact, it would interest with listeners them for no say. There is a judge where they don't suspend. They don't suspend a whole judge, I think from Minnesota, because he obstructs the deportation of a Mexican. Or the judge don't lash out a kind of suspension. So that's a big win for Donald Trump, a movement.
Okay.
For they say, whatnot, a lot of Mexicans, Brazilians, and if somebody they tell me say now because of election, now I make them ban we. Nigerian, other countries, na the sub-region, other countries, na the Southern Africa, Zimbabwe, they all day. Chad na Central Africa, they all day. About 39 countries.
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso, of course, you go say they want to do under military, interregnum.
But how about Guinea?
You understand?
Guinea was not banned or restricted.
Exactly, yeah. So again, I don't think say election or tripartite non-adherence to tripartite now make
okay,
happen.
So thank you.
It's important for let me know
you.
say as it stands now diplomatic mediation. If we not engage Donald Trump diplomatically, believe you me, we'll not be able to succeed.
Almost 9 o'clock. And Sumana, quickly.
Well, I just want to say to go line with you that most of these things they happen. People can tend for be happy with it, but not to think that way for be happy with. Like the analogy way the last caller said, then put ban pa you pikin say they can't again, you as a parent, and you're not a responsible father. What do you think say will get for happen to that you pikin the way at least be the good that neighbor host the neketumbo at least for learn survive. It means say a health get for deteriorate. So that na go get for happen to we as Sierra Leoneans if this ban continue for happen, because plenty people then they way be don't think say, oh, me family they can't travel go America in life they can't change for we now restriction they say no we'll go. It means say the frustration. So these are not things so for be happy about. Then to the caller we like not be able to understand what they say now. Made mention say Nigeria and Ghana, these are countries where don't meet the threshold where they be set in order for let them get the single currency. But Sierra Leone, yes, we get a single digit currency per paper, but a not reflective. That money where they say we don't get na salon, they benefit the Sierra Leonean people, because when you go na market things then still difficult, then still dear. So that now just for clarify that side. Okay. And then I go end by saying that we the appeal to the security sector, more so the immigration department in Sierra Leone, that therefore be careful and for take due diligence for ensure say people where they apply for passports, these are citizens, or if naturalize the one for naturalize, let them ensure say they go through the right procedure, and also for improve on the security system of passport.
And Sumana Kone and Daniel Pewa, thank you, gentlemen.